News every 15 minutes, weather every 10, and sports twice an hour.
Newstalk, KGVO, AM 1290 and now 101.5 FM.
You're listening to Montana Morning with Peter Christian.
A heartbroken captain retires from the Sheriff's Department. Good morning, everyone. It's Montana Morning. It is Friday, October 31st. It is Halloween. Okay, that's enough. Right now it's cloudy. I think I scared myself. 33 degrees in Missoula. There is a winter storm watch starting tomorrow night and headed through Sunday, especially in the mountains above 4,000 feet. Expecting lots of snow in the mountain passes. We'll tell you more about that as we move along this morning. Our newscast is sponsored by Temp-Rite Service. Got any plumbing or heating problems? Call Team Blue at 728-1111. This morning's top story, after over 25 years of service to the Missoula County Sheriff's Office, Brad Giffen has spent his last day in his captain's uniform. He'll begin a new chapter in his career Monday when he joins the University of Montana Police Department. Appearing on KGVO's Talkback show yesterday, Giffen hoped that whoever wins the election on November 4th will work to repair a fractured sheriff's department.
My heart kind of breaks for the department right now. It's a very difficult time for everybody, and I would just really hope and encourage the two candidates that are there, that the one who walks away at the end can be as gracious a winner as the one who walks away the loser, because both of those roles are critically important.
Giffen also has advice for whomever comes out on top on Tuesday, Under Sheriff Josh Clark or TJ McDermott.
Get those folks behind you, put everything else behind you, and get the job of policing for the county residents done professionally as it should be.
After losing the Democratic Party primary, current Undersheriff Josh Clark began a write-in campaign against Detective T.J. McDermott. 68-year-old John LaRock appeared in Missoula Justice Court yesterday, charged with felony sexual intercourse without consent. Court documents indicate the alleged rape occurred April 26th. Chief Deputy County Attorney Jennifer Clark explained her request for a high bail.
Our recommendation is that bail remain at $50,000 based on the allegations. Also, the victim in this case is terrified of this defendant. He is on probation at a municipal court for violating an order of protection that was in place by coming around her residence.
Judge Karen Orzek was wary of the public defender's request to release LaRock on his own recognizance. She recounted 5 previous court appearances by LaRock, with the 6th being the felony charge of sexual intercourse without consent. Quoting now, Mr. LaRock is very familiar with the criminal justice system, and the criminal justice system is also very familiar with him, end quote. She remanded LaRock back to the jail on $50,000 bond. A 67-year-old Missoula man who pleaded no contest to misdemeanor assault for using pepper spray on a dog and its owner at a recreation area near Missoula has been given a deferred sentence and a lecture from that same judge. The Missoulian reports Ronald Pagel was sentenced Wednesday by Justice of the Peace Karen Orzek. She ordered him to pay $935 in restitution and then chastised him for traumatizing Shenandoah Roth and leaving her in the woods blinded by the spray. An early Thursday morning 3-vehicle accident on Highway 93 near Summers has taken the life of 2 men. Highway Patrol Trooper Rick Mehring was first on the scene and provided a narrative of the fatal crash.
On Highway 93, pickup vehicle headed northbound, drifted off the road, struck the guardrail, crossed into the southbound traffic lane, and collided with a southbound vehicle, and then the pickup was struck by another vehicle that was going southbound.
Mehring said one of the victims, a 61-year-old man from Kalispell, the other a 73-year-old man from Summers. A witness said the driver of the pickup truck was driving erratically before the crash. Montana election officials have received completed absentee ballots from nearly 64% of the voters who received them. Secretary of State spokeswoman Blair Fieseth says 155,533 out of 243,495 requested absentee ballots had been turned in as of yesterday. That's 5 days before Tuesday's midterm elections. The requested ballots represent more than a third of the state's 671,000 registered voters. Strong absentee returns could boost the overall turnout. Absentee ballots are highest so far in Golden Valley County and lowest in Petroleum County. Speaking of elections, Election Day won't be till Tuesday, but high school students across the country have already cast their votes in the mock election. This happened yesterday. Montana Secretary of State Linda McCullough explains how the process works.
It's the student mock election all around the country, and it's taking place all over the schools. Actually, as of this morning, there were 60 Montana schools, K-12 participating, and almost 8,000 students, but that number should grow as the day goes on. And it's actually, they're counting the votes at East Valley Middle School in East Helena.
GOP candidates had a solid lead throughout the voting process. Whether or not the mock results will match actual ballot results on Tuesday is yet to be seen.
Sometimes they're right on, and then sometimes they're dead wrong. It just is a matter of what schools sign up and where they're located. I think the most important thing is that the students are voting, they're participating in civics, and so the earlier a kid starts voting, we know that they will continue to vote during their life, so it's actually good practice.
A federal court has unsealed new theft and tax evasion charges against a former chairman of the Montana Chippewa Cree tribe. Bruce Sunchild already planned to plead guilty to theft and bribery charges in an indictment filed this spring. His change of plea hearing has been pushed back to November 10th. He'll be arraigned on the new charges on that same day. The first of the new indictments was filed in August and unsealed October 20th. It charges Sunchild with 3 counts of theft and alleges he told the Rocky Boys Health Clinic director to cut him and another person checks of $12,500 each from the clinic board's funds. The second indictment was filed October 20th as well and unsealed on Wednesday. It alleges Sunchild filed false tax returns from 2009 through 2012. Wildlife officials are trying to determine whether an animal spotted roaming the far reaches of northern Arizona is a gray wolf. Grand Canyon Superintendent Dave Urabaga said the park has received a couple of reports about an animal resembling a wolf. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service said yesterday the animal's feces will be collected and then tested. Well, it's Halloween. For many kids, the most important question is where to find the best candy. According to Mike Wesler from the Montana Governor's Office, there's at least one house in Helena handing out full-size candy bars tonight.
Governor Bullock and First Lady Bullock are going to be welcoming trick-or-treaters to the governor's residence starting at 5 o'clock. They'll be giving out treats to any kid who's dressed up and comes and knocks on the door. They'll be giving out pretty good treats. They're not tiny fun-sized candy bars. They're the full-size things.
Now, the Helena Police Department will also be there at the governor's mansion handing out safety flyers in addition to full-size candy bars. News Talk time now is 6:10.
News Talk, KGVO.
Missoula's official weather station.
Partly cloudy skies today with our high temperatures topping out right around the 60-degree mark. Mostly cloudy tonight with our lows in the upper 30s. A chance of rain on Saturday, a rain-snow mix Saturday night. I'm meteorologist Brooke Foster for KECI 13.